It's not the case now, but I remember when our kid was very, very young. We're talking like newborn, first year. Sleep was always tricky because we would put her down, and then we would have to like walk really, really softly out of the bedroom, otherwise she would wake up. Okay. So I want you to imagine you're trying to put a baby to sleep and you're trying to keep them asleep. Okay. We're going to continue our exploration of softness, but take it a step further and add some whispering to this because we want to talk very, very gently and soothing to comfort. Hey guys, welcome back to Forward. We're talking today about techniques for using your voice to again convey softness, sound soothing, and not disturb someone, especially maybe if they're sleeping. We have a haiku, a little poem as always to work with. Let's just read it to get an idea of what we're going to be saying. Babysitter, a stuffed unicorn in his crib. Okay, one of the things you may notice for my people who are studying pronunciation is we're using a lot of short I sounds here. That's that I sound that you're getting. I. You want to be careful not to pronounce it as E. A lot of people who are learning English confuse these two, I and E. So it's not he's, it's his. It's not crib, it's crib. It's not cedar, it's sitter. My big tip for this short I sound is to take the sides of your tongue and put them between your teeth. It's almost like you're biting the sides of your tongue a little bit. And it's going to sound like I. It may help as well to open your mouth just a little bit wider, because if your mouth's too closed, it might become easier to do an E sound. Let's look at what these short I sounds are. So we have sitter, I, si, sitter, I, si, sitter. Notice that those T's take on a fast D, flap T sound. Itter, sitter, sitter. We have unicorn, uni, that second syllable, unicorn. In this case, that short I sound is not stressed. So it's going to be weak, it's going to be soft, it's going to be light, it's going to be low in pitch. Unicorn, unicorn. Last one, we have a couple short I sounds. We have N. Watch out when we add these N sounds to words. Don't worry so much about it. Don't worry so much about the N. Focus more on the vowel. I, N, I, N, I, N. One thing that may help when you're saying that N sound, by the way, is keeping the tip of your tongue against your bottom front tooth. I, N. How about the word his? I, he, his. I, he, his. We want to make sure we're not saying he's. And our last word here is crib. I, crib. I, crib. Again, for those short I sounds, I'm getting contact with the sides of my tongue touching my top teeth. I'm like biting the sides of my tongue. I, crib. All right. So now we have that together. Let's again get back into that mode of softness, soothing, gentle. Let's maybe just start off with a whisper, like, hey, to whisper, notice that my vocal cords aren't moving. I can put my hand here on my throat, and there's no vibration. As soon as you feel a vibration, that means you're adding a voiced sound to this. A whisper has no movement here. But as soon as you get above a whisper, you're going to feel some vibration. Okay, so let's start off, no vibration. Let's practice some of the short I sounds and gradually get firmer. Let's start off with crib. Okay, so start off with a whisper, crib. Now go a little bit more vocalized, crib. Now more vocalized, crib. Now more vocalized, crib. Now more vocalized, crib. Can you do that progression? Crib, crib. Yeah. Another short I word. How about sitter? Sitter. Let's do one more. Let's use the word his. That H is going to add a lot of breath. His. Do you see that as we get firmer, you can feel more and more vibration, more dramatic shifts to your throat. Okay. That's what we are going for. Okay. So our goal with this one is, again, imagine you find a baby asleep in a crib, sleeping with a stuffed animal. You don't want to wake them. Okay. But let's also imagine, let's add a little bit more context here. We're going to go from soft to softer to whispering. Because at first, imagine you're walking in the room. You don't know the baby's asleep. You don't know that. So we're going to start soft. And then like, oh wow, they're asleep. Gotta be quieter. Okay? So let's try this. Starting real soft. Babysitter. Babysitter. A stuffed unicorn in his crib. So again, do you see that little progression? Let's try to do the whole thing, just gradually getting softer, softer, softer. Babysitter. A stuffed unicorn in his crib. Again. Babysitter. A stuffed unicorn in his crib. One more time. Babysitter. A stuffed unicorn in his crib. Were you able to get that softness? You can do the opposite too. You could start with a whisper and gradually get firmer. You want to try that out? Babysitter. A stuffed unicorn in his crib. Babysitter. A stuffed unicorn in his crib. Which one did you find easier, going from firm to soft or soft to firm? I know for me, it takes a little bit more effort to go from soft to firm than it does to go from firm to soft. But hey, that might be a little exercise for you to practice. And hey, maybe this will help you out the next time you need to interact with or walk around a kid who's asleep. I'll see you guys later.